You know, sometimes I feel like I'm the odd one out. I'm not addicted to the hype cycle. I'm not the kind of person who will take the tiniest, most insignificant detail and make a 40-minute video on it. I am not that kind of YouTuber, and because of that, I feel like sometimes I'm a little bit of an outsider in this space, and it becomes very obvious to me why those channels grow and thrive while we sort of struggle over here. I've seen a lot of confirmations about things that are happening in Halo Infinite from a lot of channels that I would consider myself at least friendly with. I would consider respectable channels, people who have done decent work, but the hype and the excitement and the rush to break this news, to be able to put the video out first and say, I told you so, is really alluring and is luring a couple people to the dark side.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities.
So, like, how do we talk about this without make it sound like I'm trying to start drama fights with other YouTubers and just trying to be the odd one out? How do we talk about the difference between speculation and news, and you, as a viewer, knowing the difference between the two and keeping yourself properly informed so that you don't get hyped up over something that is likely not going to happen? So let's talk about that. So what's up, everybody? How's it going? Legundo here. Welcome back and welcome to the new space. Again, apologies for boxes and mess and everything. I have a lot of work to do before this place is going to be ready for full-time video creation, but I wanted to do a quick little video on the Halo news that I've been seeing around the community. I've seen a lot of people get very excited about various different things, which have all either been confirmed false by 343 or just not even mentioned because it's really grasping at straws. And I want to talk about this. I want to talk about a couple things and just sort of put my thoughts out there to maybe temper everyone's expectations when it comes to the ultimately classic, iconic, whatever the hell copy of Halo 3 that distributes Cortana-based blowjobs to everybody. Y'all need to chill just a bit. I am also crazy excited for Halo Infinite. I am very, very happy. I was super excited to see that trailer live in person in the Microsoft Theater. The crowd reaction was amazing. The online reaction since Halo Infinite's announcement has made me, I don't know, have faith in Halo being able to resurge and rise again to become this dominating powerhouse of gaming that it was for the longest time. That being said, the video we got at E3 this year was a game engine demo. It wasn't even a teaser. It contained no story elements. It contained no narrative beats. It was not an outline. It was not hints. It was not anything like that. It was a game engine demo and a bit of an art style promo. If you look at the trailer and then all of 343's communications following that initial announcement, their focus has been entirely on letting you know this is how the game will look, and that's about it. This is what it's gonna play on. That's pretty much the only other thing we actually know. I've seen videos, everything, confirming everything from the Flood returning to its setting, to its narrative beats, to its story, to its enemies, to the Guardians returning, to Cortana being the main villain, to Cortana being completely written out and focusing on the Banished, to the Banished being completely ignored and focusing on Cortana. You might see where this is going right now. To Marty O'Donnell being the lead on the album and soundtrack, to Kaz being the lead. That one actually came from 343, shocker there. To it having classic gameplay, new gameplay without certain abilities, classic gameplay with a new art style despite what the trailer said. This makes my brain hurt. Just to let you know, just to clue everybody in and be that one little dose of hopefully some sensibility in the Halo community. No one knows shit. No one knows anything. Everyone can wildly speculate, but I encourage people to do so while being upfront about what you're doing when you're releasing a video. Just saying somebody's coming back to 343 ? Is on the borderline of misleading. Phrasing something that you know is pretty much false as a question is just ridiculously thinly shielding a clickbait video. And if that wasn't already completely apparent, there's a law about that, called Betteridge's Law of Headlines that says if a headline is worded as a question, almost always, 99% of the time, that question's answer is no. I posted a video for what we actually know is coming in Halo Infinite. We know that it is going to be on Xbox. It is probably going to be Play Anywhere, as it's been said all first-party titles will. It will have split screen. It will have a beta. It will continue the story of Master Chief, and it's being developed on the Slipspace engine by 343 Industries. That is pretty much the extent and totality of what we know about Halo Infinite. I'm all for getting hyped. I'm all for wanting something to cover. I'm all for keeping Halo Infinite a part of the conversation and making sure that it stays active and lively. We are probably, almost certainly, at least 1 year, most likely 2, and possibly even 3 years away from the release of this game. So keeping it in the gaming news cycle, keeping it in the cultural memory, that is important. It is very important. Equally as important as keeping Halo 5 active right now as we lead up to Halo Infinite. I'll post a video on that in a couple days after I've sort of gathered my thoughts about that a little bit better. The important thing to know here is while you've seen all of these videos and all of these people who dance around something being confirmed or speculation or theory versus news, if you say something is all but confirmed, it means that. It means literally that. It means it is everything in the world except a confirmed fact. It is your speculation. It is your theory. And when I see an 18-minute video where it isn't mentioned at all that the contents of that video is a speculation or a theory until 17 minutes and 30 seconds in, just really rubs me the wrong way. The Halo community can do better than tabloid journalism and random theories and thoughts being passed off as reality. I've seen so many people who in one breath will mock the one Halo channel we all love to mock for going off on the rails and presenting theories as facts and ignoring just details and reality and having no journalistic integrity and using red circles and arrows and clickbait. And I've done that as well. I have made fun of that channel because I think it deserved to be made fun of at the time. But I'm also making this video because I'm seeing some people who will do that and then don't have the cognitive dissonance to see that they are falling down the same path and they are starting to do some of the same things that they accuse others of doing. And this is as much a plea to them to notice this and possibly correct this behavior as it is a video for you, the viewer, to be able to differentiate whether something is news or whether something is speculation or someone's opinion, and to be able to differentiate that and file that appropriately in your head so you know whether or not to expect something in Halo Infinite or to know that that's what this person thinks is going to be happening in Halo Infinite and it's not yet confirmed. You, the angry armies of whatever channels, think I'm slighting them with this video, as has happened before when I try to be a bit of a check and a balance to the Halo community as a whole. This is something that needs to be said. The hypocrisy is killing me, and if we want to do better, if we want to be better, then we have to hold each other accountable to that integrity. If you post a video speculating something and that is confirmed false, add a pinned comment, add a title correction, add something to be like, yep, I got it wrong. If you're going to label yourself a channel that does gaming news, that should be the bare minimum of accountability that you hold yourself to in order to do this properly and have credibility to what you're going to say. If you don't want to do that, you're a tabloid or you're clickbait. You're not holding yourself up and holding yourself to a higher standard than the channels that you enjoy mocking. I don't know. Cue the downvotes, cue the hate. This has happened before. it will probably happen again. But this is, again, I've said this a couple times. I've reached the end of my script, and I don't exactly know how to end this video because I don't want to put a damper on the excitement around Halo Infinite. I am infinitely excited, pardon the pun, about Halo Infinite. I want it to do well. I want the community to thrive. I want people to be excited and to be posting speculation and theories and all sorts of videos and using it in the headlines when playing Halo 5 to bring interest to both games. I want people doing compilations of reactions. I want people doing wish lists. I want people doing things they'd like to see in the game. I just want people to file it appropriately. I just don't want a subset of channels, like 20, 30 YouTube channels that cover Halo. That's really about it. 20, 30 YouTube channels that do Halo news, a good chunk of them take some story that has circulated amongst themselves over some theory that one of them had. Everybody pushes it, everybody gets excited, all of their viewers gets excited, and then that's not in the main game because the theory was wrong, and everybody gets angry, and we have more toxicity and more hate and more anger and just vitriol and venom in the Halo community. Our numbers are not what they were in 2007, and you look online and a lot of people say great things about the Halo community, and I want that to continue, but it can't if this is going to be the road that we all collectively choose to go down, or that the majority goes down and those who don't say anything. So that's why I'm posting this video. I don't have an outro. I don't have a real great way to sum it up. I think I have. I hope I did. I hope I hit all my points in a way that work. I'm gonna go on and edit this and maybe cut some of the ramblings out. But the point is, take what you're watching and understand and look at it critically and realize this might not be 100% accurate. This might not be 100% the concrete, irrefutable truth. And then enjoy that video in the proper light. And if you are a content creator, tag your stuff appropriately, hold yourself accountable, try to be better than the channels that we all mock from time to time, or shut up. I don't know. I don't have a good or. If you're doing the or, then you're just gonna be on the pile of channels we mock, and I don't think anybody really wants to be there. Anyway, that's my thoughts. This is way over length and overdue, but that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm completely off base and the Halo community is nailing it when it comes to theories? Do you think that there are channels that have been really great with coverage which are now sort of falling into the clickbait Halo stalker sort of vibe? I want to know what you think down in those comments down below. But as always, you know what to do. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you hated it. Go out there, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time.